Hi everyone, the purpose of these clips are to show you how to evaluate expressions with absolute value. But before we begin, I just want to re-highlight PEMDAS. And just as a reminder, PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, adding, and subtraction. And like you may already know, this is used for our order of operations. And what's really cool about absolute value is we actually associate or do absolute values at the same time that we do parentheses. They aren't the same, but we solve for the absolute value at the same time when we would do the parentheses. So let's kick it off with an example. We've got the absolute value of negative 10 plus 3 subtract 2. So again, order of operations, left to right and PEMDAS. Okay, so I have my absolute value here, my negative 10 plus 3. That brings us to negative 7. Absolute value of negative 7 minus 2. Bring that down. Absolute value of negative 7, of course, is 7. Minus 2 gives us a positive 5. Pretty easy example, right? Let's do one little bit harder one. Okay, the next problem I have for us is 3 times the absolute value of negative 6 minus 2. Okay, again, order of operations, we already know that to evaluate our absolute value first, so we'll come back to that 3, but for now, we'll do our negative 6 minus 2, which gives us a negative 8. Keep the absolute value bars, and we have the 3 times the absolute value of negative 8, which of course gives us, bring this 3 down, 3 times positive 8, which gives us 24 for an answer. Okay, next problem that we want to do here is a little bit different. We are now going to determine if the following statement is true or false. You'll see this on your assignment as well. So here's my example. I've got the absolute value of negative 5 plus 7 greater than 3. So is this true? We'll figure this out. Well, absolute value of negative 5 plus 7, of course, gives us a positive 2, which of course is 2. And let's bring down this greater than 3. Is 2 greater than 3? No, it is not. So we know that this statement is, oh, you like that? False. False. And the last example I have for you guys, a little bit trickier. I have two expressions here. Alright, so I have negative 2 times the absolute value of 7 minus 4 less than absolute value of negative 6. Let's determine if this is true or false. Again, order of operations, we're going to figure out our absolute value first. And so our absolute value of 7 minus 4 gives us a positive 3. So we have the negative 2 times the absolute value of 3, which gives us negative 2 times 3, right? This is, be careful that this is not positive 6, rather it's negative 6, because the absolute value of 3 gives us 3. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Don't forget that negative. I'm going to bring this down. So we have negative 6 is less than. Absolute value of negative 6 is, here we go, 6. So we have negative 6 is less than 6. Is that true? Yes, it is. So we know that this problem is true. Thank you very much, guys. Please feel free to re-watch it, pause, and bring us any questions that you may have from these videos.